kind of take a sloppy shot just so I can walk myself around to the opposite side, because jiu-jitsu guys really aren't that good at wrestling. So I'll kind of walk myself to the opposite side. I'll take advantage of a lot of people's egos and not being able to want to tap to this submission. I sleep a lot of people with this submission. And I have a lot of kids at my class. I sleep a lot of kids with this submission too. So this is kind of like one of our, like in my gym, like one of our, I wouldn't know what to call it, this is like a move we're known for, like around the valley.
Secret.
Yeah, we catch a lot of people in this, and you know, we don't tell anybody. I only show this like at seminars and stuff like that. Or if my students stay with me a long time. But it's called the Von Flue choke. Jason Von Flue, who was on the original season of The Ultimate Fighter, is the one that popularized it because he catches people in it a lot. He has really skinny, lanky arms. But the truth is, it's been around jiu-jitsu for a real long time because of what it exposes when a guy stays greedy with a guillotine. So when you think of a guy who has a guillotine choke, he's sticking like this and he's exposing his neck. So he exposes one carotid artery, and that's what we're taking advantage of to get this choke. Okay? So I'm going to start from the same position that we started from before. And I take my guillotine and grab it. Now what's important, guys, is when I grab this hand and put it across his back, I really am going as deep as possible with this. Okay? And I like doing it with the gi because it just kind of adds a little more in there to make it a little more uncomfortable for my opponent. I put my hand on the mat and I walk myself around. Okay? Now, when I walk myself around, 9 times out of 10 my opponent will stay with his guillotine because he really thought he was going to submit me with it. So I go out this, all sunken up. Now what I'm doing is I'm walking my hand as deep as possible. Okay? So his hand is underneath his neck. I'm taking advantage of him going here. I'm really wrenching to get the guillotine, and I'm walking my hand underneath the back of his head as deep as possible. Okay? So I take my shot, grab the guillotine, I'm deep here. I can grab the gi if I need to. Post, walk myself around. And this is the position where we start taking advantage of that. Okay? I'm going to walk my hand out. And I'm going to grab an S grip. Okay? So my deal with an S grip. Okay? I'm going to put my shoulders to the mat in this position. Okay? And I'm going to get on all fours. Now if I need to, I can hip heist over. So if I need to, I can get to this position and I can hip heist over. But for the most part, you're going to take advantage of the sensitivity of knowing where your shoulder is on your opponent. And if you see Dan Henderson, like you watch old school Dan Henderson, this is like one of his favorite chokes. I've had the opportunity to roll with him a lot. And I see him do this a lot in training. But for MMA, you know, it's slippery, the guy's moving around, and you see they used to call him Decision Dan. Because all his fights would go to decision. He'd hold the guy in side control the whole fight. But the reality is, when I watch him, I always be like, oh, he's going to get it, he's going to get it. And then, you know, the guy would escape. But he'd always go for this. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to land in side control. You're going to walk your hand out. You're going to S grip, okay? And what you're going to do is, like, you're trying to put your shoulder to your wrist. In this position here. Now, have any of you guys done a Munson choke before? The Jeff Munson choke, the north-south choke? No? It's kind of like you're going to use your bicep as a point of leverage. This position, okay? And you're kind of flexing your bicep when you get into this position. Here, S grip, walk yourself out. I like to come to all fours and squeeze as tight as possible. If you get really good at it, then you can do it from your knees also, okay? And if you're having trouble with it, you can just hip heist over, and it's really going to shut the door on your opponent's artery.
Mind you, on me once?
Yeah.
Actually, I caught, in one tournament, I caught one of the guys this.
Yeah.
But what I did was, palm down, up,
Sit down.
yeah, down.
Sit down. So, 1, okay, and 2. Okay, so I really want to get this as deep as possible. Close up, and walk. Myself down. Now from here, this is where I got to take the advantage of really getting this as deep as possible and walking my hand out. Okay, I want to S grip. Okay, and get on all fours if I need to. A lot of times you can do it from here. But it doesn't take very much. It doesn't take very much, just your shoulder pressure. Okay? And for some of you guys that really understand like the sensitivity of jiu-jitsu, You guys can get adapt to it really, really fast, and you're gonna really make it like every time you get to that position, you're gonna want to use it. It really sucks the life out of your opponent too. It's feeling so controlled. He makes a lot of mistakes when he gets to that position because either A, he's gonna let himself get slept, or B, he's gonna give you his back. He's gonna put himself in a worse position because he doesn't know what's going on. Right, guys, go back to the barn.